There are so many things that impact voter turnout for the good and for the bad, but really I want to take just a moment to talk about some of those interesting pieces that you saw in this last election that had an impact. We'll start with you, Michelle, if that's all right. Just something you saw we're not talking about as much, but you saw had an impact.
You know, the negative campaigns in the CD4 race were a little unfortunate. I think Utahns don't like to see those. There were some clever ads that you could laugh at, and other ones where you could learn about their actual record or what they stand for, what they want to do. But the negative stuff really doesn't help. It just kind of leaves you sour, and I don't like them. My kids don't like them.
But do they work?
They might work. I don't know. Do we have the? We'll see. But
I'm really interested to see the undervote in that election, because I can tell you, I have some people very close to me who were so put out by those ads that refused to vote for either of them, and wrote somebody in. And now, in elections,
Utahns will do that.
They will.
They really will.
They were really upset with both of those candidates, and you'll also see that their negativity went up for both candidates. If you look at the polling, people were kind of.
If your message is can't stay positive, then what's your message?
Yeah. Such an interesting point. And you bring up another interesting point, too. I just have to highlight. I was always under the impression that if you had the whole ballot, people, I'll just fill out the ballot. But that doesn't happen all the time in Utah, right? I'll pick a person or a thing and leave the rest blank. Yeah. That is just so interesting. Yeah, that's a very good observation.
Jason, what I would point to is Utah County. I just want to really just build that up for a minute. So Utah County is the county in the state right now. We have this remarkable economic expansion. If we didn't have Utah County in our state, we'd be just a little bit above average. It is an economic powerhouse right now. And to see Utah County not do the mail-in, mail-back ballots like everyone else did, to see them stand in those lines for 2 hours when they could have just gone back home, filled out their ballot, and dropped it off. I think they were being told to do that.
Yeah, I mean, Qualtrics just sold for $8 billion. They can't, use the tech, people.
Yeah, so the mystery of Utah County and the importance of Utah County looms really large for me. And I'll just make one prediction, and that is that Utah County is becoming more like Salt Lake County. So it's not going to be your grandmother's Utah County anymore. It's changing right before our eyes. Keep an eye on Utah County.
Right. And that's an important piece. It's going to be really interesting to see historically. We're talking about high voter turnout. Historically, Utah County has underperformed when it comes to voter turnout most of our counties. It's almost always the lowest county, and certainly the lowest amongst the larger counties. And we think it's going to be lower again this year a little bit. So just again,
and I'm guessing that's going to change.
And I think that will change.
As it becomes more like Salt Lake County, it'll change.
Yeah. So for me, it's kind of the timing of getting these results back. Again, a lot of people, by the time this airs, everyone should know, hopefully, we may have a recount where if it's 1/4%, less than 1/4% difference from the total vote, then we can have a recount. So we may be talking about this election for a long time to come, the 4th Congressional District. But what I want to remind people is that this happened all of the time, even before vote by mail. This is not a new thing. We didn't get those extra results for 2 weeks. Under state law, you couldn't release during the week as you were counting. You had to wait 2 weeks till the actual canvass to do that. So even if we weren't doing vote by mail, we would not have been able to declare a winner in this race on election night.
Because of the tight margins.
Because of the tight margins. Because anytime it's a razor-thin margin like this in a big race, it's just going to be too close to call. So sit back and enjoy it, people. This is fun. This is good stuff.
Okay, we will. Thank you very much for your comments today.